Have you ever felt trapped in your own mind? Like, no matter how hard you try, the worry won't stop, and the sadness won't go away? You wake up feeling tired, unmotivated, and stuck in the same cycle of stress and negativity. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Anxiety and depression are now at an all-time high. Over 280 million people worldwide struggle with depression, and 40 million adults in the US suffer from anxiety. But here's something most people don't realize. Your brain is not broken. Science has proven that your brain can rewire itself, creating new thought patterns that shape how you feel, think, and act. That means anxiety, depression, and negative thinking are not permanent. You can break free if you understand how your mind works. In today's video, we are diving deep into the truth about mental health, specifically anxiety, depression, and how you can rewire your brain to escape negative thought patterns and build a healthier, stronger mind. You will learn the real causes of anxiety and depression, how your brain gets stuck in fear and sadness, and how to break free. Scientifically proven techniques that reshape your thoughts and emotions. The surprising ways food, sleep, and movement impact your mental health. This isn't just another self-help talk. Everything you'll hear today is backed by neuroscience, psychology, and real-world studies. These are the same techniques used by therapists, neuroscientists, and mental health experts to help people take control of their minds. But here's the most important part. This only works if you take action. Watching this video is just the beginning. The real change happens when you apply these strategies to your daily life. So, if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're ready to take control of your mental health, stay with us until the end, because this video could completely change how you see yourself, your thoughts, and your future. Let's begin. Section 01. The Science of Mental Health, Understanding Anxiety and Depression. What's happening in your brain? Anxiety and depression don't just appear out of nowhere. They are caused by a combination of brain chemistry, thought patterns, life experiences, and even lifestyle choices. To truly understand mental health, we need to look at how the brain works. Your brain is like a control center. Every thought, emotion, and action is controlled by chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. These chemicals send signals between brain cells, affecting how you feel. The three most important neurotransmitters related to mental health are 1. Serotonin, often called the happiness chemical. Serotonin helps regulate mood, sleep, and emotions. Low serotonin levels are linked to depression, anxiety, and mood swings. 2. Dopamine. This is the motivation and pleasure chemical. It helps you feel excited about life. Without enough dopamine, you may feel unmotivated, exhausted, and emotionally numb. 3. Cortisol. Known as the stress hormone, cortisol is released when you feel threatened or anxious. It's helpful in small amounts, but too much cortisol over time can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even depression. When your brain is in balance, you feel calm, focused, and happy. But when these chemicals are out of balance, your brain can get stuck in a negative cycle of anxiety and depression. What happens in the brain during anxiety? Anxiety is a natural survival response. Imagine you're walking in the woods and suddenly hear a loud noise behind you. Your heart starts racing, your muscles tense. Your body prepares to either run away or fight. This is called the fight or flight response. This response is controlled by a small part of your brain called the amygdala. The amygdala is like an alarm system. When it detects danger, it releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to help you react quickly. In real danger, this is useful, but here's the problem. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined threats. If you constantly worry about the future, overthink past mistakes, or fear what others think about you, your amygdala stays on high alert. It keeps releasing cortisol, making you feel tense, restless, and afraid, even when there is no real danger. Over time, your brain gets stuck in this anxious state. Small problems start to feel like big ones. You may feel worried all the time, have trouble sleeping, or struggle with racing thoughts. But here's the good news. You can train your brain to calm down. Just like a muscle, your brain learns through repetition. If you constantly practice relaxation techniques, mindfulness, and positive thinking, your amygdala will learn that not everything is a threat. We'll get into the solutions later. But for now, let's talk about depression. What happens in the brain during depression? Anxiety is a natural survival response. Imagine you're walking in the woods and suddenly hear a loud noise behind you. Your heart starts racing, your muscles tense, your body prepares to either run away or fight. This is called the fight or flight response. This response is controlled by a small part of your brain called the amygdala. The amygdala is like an alarm system. When it detects danger, it releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to help you react quickly. In real danger, this is useful. But here's the problem. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined threats. If you constantly worry about the future, overthink past mistakes, or fear what others think about you, your amygdala stays on high alert. It keeps releasing cortisol, making you feel tense, restless, and afraid, even when there is no real danger. Over time, your brain gets stuck in this anxious state. Small problems start to feel like big ones. You may feel worried all the time, have trouble sleeping, or struggle with racing thoughts. But here's the good news. You can train your brain to calm down. Just like a muscle, your brain learns through repetition. If you constantly practice relaxation techniques, mindfulness, and positive thinking, your amygdala will learn that not everything is a threat. We'll get into the solutions later, but for now, let's talk about depression. What happens in the brain? During depression is different from anxiety. While anxiety makes your brain hyperactive, depression does the opposite. It slows everything down. In a healthy brain, dopamine and serotonin create feelings of happiness, motivation, and energy. But in a depressed brain, these chemicals are often too low. Low serotonin makes you feel sad, empty, or emotionally numb. Low dopamine makes it hard to enjoy life, even when good things happen. Everyday activities like getting out of bed, going to work, or talking to friends can feel exhausting. Another important factor in depression is the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, focus, and emotional control. In people with depression, this part of the brain often becomes less active, making it harder to think clearly or feel motivated. When this happens, your brain starts to create negative thought loops. You might think, "Nothing will ever get better. I'm not good enough. No one cares about me." These thoughts reinforce depression by keeping your brain stuck in a low energy state. But just like anxiety, depression is not permanent. Your brain is capable of rewiring itself through a process called neuroplasticity. This means that by changing your thoughts and habits, you can actually build new neural pathways that lead to more positive emotions and behaviors. Why do some people struggle more than others? Mental health is not the same for everyone. Some people are naturally more resilient, while others are more sensitive to stress. But why? There are a few key reasons. 1. Genetics. Some people are born with a brain that produces lower levels of serotonin or dopamine. This makes them more likely to experience anxiety or depression. 2. Childhood experiences. If you grew up in a stressful or unstable environment, your brain may have learned to be on high alert all the time. This makes you more prone to anxiety and depression later in life. 3. Lifestyle and habits. Things like poor diet, lack of exercise, bad sleep, and too much stress can throw your brain chemicals off balance, making mental health worse. But here's the most important thing to remember. No matter where you start, you can rewire your brain. Science has proven that simple daily habits, like mindfulness, movement, and positive thinking, can literally change the structure of your brain over time. In the next section, we'll dive into how to rewire your brain for happiness, confidence, and mental strength. Section 2, the science of rewiring your brain. Now that we understand what happens in the brain during anxiety and depression, let's talk about something even more important: how to change it. Your brain is not fixed. It is constantly changing and adapting. This ability is called neuroplasticity. It means that your thoughts, emotions, and actions can physically reshape your brain over time. So, if you have been stuck in negative thoughts, stress, or sadness, don't worry. Science shows that you can train your brain to think, feel, and react differently. In this section, we will explore the most powerful research-backed ways to rewire your brain and break free from anxiety and depression. 1. Change your thoughts, change your brain. Every thought you have creates a neural pathway in your brain. Think of it like a dirt road. If you walk on the same path every day, it becomes deeper and stronger. The same thing happens in your brain. If you constantly think, "I am not good enough," or "things will never get better," those thoughts become automatic patterns. Your brain strengthens those negative pathways, making them harder to break. But here's the exciting part. You can create new pathways. Every time you challenge a negative thought and replace it with a positive one, your brain starts forming a new connection. Over time, the old negative pathway fades, and the new positive pathway becomes stronger. How to do this? When a negative thought appears, stop and question it. Ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? Do I have proof? Replace it with a new, more positive thought. Example, instead of, "I always fail," say, "I have faced challenges before and learned from them." Instead of, "No one cares about me," say, "I have people who support me, even if I don't see it right now." At first, this might feel strange, but if you repeat it every day, your brain will adapt. The negative thoughts will weaken, and positive thinking will become more natural. 2. The power of gratitude. Train your brain to see the good. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to rewire your brain. Studies show that practicing gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin, helping you feel happier and less anxious. Your brain is designed to focus on problems. This is a survival instinct. But when you practice gratitude, you train your brain to focus on the good instead of the bad. How to do this? Every morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for. These don't have to be big things. It could be, "I am grateful for my morning coffee. I am grateful for my best friend's support. I am grateful for the fresh air outside." At first, this may seem simple, but over time, your brain will start noticing more good things in life. This small habit can have a huge impact on your mental health. 3. Meditation and mindfulness. Calm your racing thoughts. When you feel anxious, your brain is stuck in overdrive. It jumps from one thought to another, worrying about things that might happen. Meditation is like a reset button for your brain. It teaches your mind to slow down, focus, and stay present. Scientific studies show that meditation can lower stress hormones like cortisol, increase gray matter in the brain, which helps with emotional control, strengthen the prefrontal cortex, making you more focused and resilient. How to start? Find a quiet place. Close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Focus on your breathing. If your mind starts wandering, gently bring it back to your breath. You don't have to meditate for hours. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. 4. Move your body. Exercise and brain chemistry. Your brain and body are deeply connected. When you move your body, you change your brain. Exercise boosts dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, the chemicals that make you feel happy and energized. Research shows that 30 minutes of exercise can be as effective as medication for mild depression. Best types of movement for mental health: walking outside in nature, yoga or stretching, dancing to your favorite music, strength training, or body weight exercises. You don't have to do extreme workouts, just move. Even a simple walk can lift your mood. The power of journaling. Clear your mind. When you feel overwhelmed, your thoughts can feel messy and chaotic. Writing things down helps organize your thoughts and reduce stress. Journaling helps you release negative emotions, understand your thoughts and patterns, find solutions to problems more easily. How to do it? Every night, take 5 to 10 minutes to write about your thoughts and feelings. Don't overthink, just write whatever comes to your mind. If you don't know what to write, start with, "Today, I feel." This practice helps clear your mind and makes you feel more in control. 6. The sleep-mental health connection. Your brain needs rest to function properly. Lack of sleep makes anxiety and depression worse. When you don't sleep well, your brain produces more stress hormones, cortisol. You feel more irritable and emotional. Your ability to think clearly decreases. Tips for better sleep: avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Blue light affects sleep. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals before bed. Fixing your sleep can dramatically improve your mental health. 7. Social connection. You're not alone. Humans are social creatures. Even if you're an introvert, having at least one strong connection is important for mental health. Studies show that social interaction reduces stress and anxiety, boosts dopamine and serotonin, helps you feel more supported and understood. Ways to strengthen connections. Call or text a friend or family member. Join a community or group, in person or online. Spend time with people who make you feel safe and valued. Even small interactions can make a huge difference. Your brain is like a garden. If you plant negative thoughts, they will grow. But if you start planting positive habits, thoughts, and actions, your mind will transform. Here's a quick recap of how to rewire your brain. 1. Challenge negative thoughts, replace them with better ones. 2. Practice gratitude, train your brain to focus on the good. 3. Use meditation and mindfulness, calm your overactive thoughts. 4. Move your body, exercise boosts brain chemicals. 5. Journal your thoughts, writing helps clear your mind. 6. Get good sleep, your brain needs rest to function. 7. Stay connected with others, support is important for healing. These methods work, but only if you practice them consistently. Are you ready to take control of your mind? In the next section, we'll explore how daily habits and lifestyle changes can make rewiring your brain even easier. Section 3. Lifestyle changes that impact mental health. We've talked about how anxiety and depression affect your brain and how you can rewire your mind with simple techniques. But there's one more thing that plays a huge role in mental health: your daily lifestyle. Many people don't realize that the way they live every day, the food they eat, the way they move, how they sleep, and even how they spend their free time affects their brain chemistry. The truth is, small daily habits have a powerful effect on mental health. Some habits make anxiety and depression worse, while others help the brain heal and build emotional strength. In this section, we'll explore the most important lifestyle changes that can improve your mental health and help you feel better naturally. The power of exercise. Moving your body changes your mind. When you feel anxious or depressed, the last thing you want to do is exercise. But science shows that movement is one of the most powerful antidepressants. Exercise increases dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, the chemicals that make you feel happy and energized. It also reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. How exercise helps mental health. Reduces stress and anxiety. Physical movement releases tension from your body and helps clear your mind. Improves mood. Exercise boosts serotonin and dopamine, making you feel happier. Increases energy. Moving your body fights fatigue and makes you feel more awake. Improves sleep. People who exercise regularly sleep better at night. You don't need intense workouts to see results. Even 15 to 30 minutes of movement a day can make a big difference. Best exercises for mental health. Walking, simple, free, and great for your brain. Try walking outside in nature for extra benefits. Yoga or stretching helps release tension and improve focus. Dancing, fun and great for boosting dopamine. Strength training, lifting weights or doing body weight exercises like push-ups and squats improves mood and confidence. Even on days when you feel low, just moving a little can help reset your brain. 2. Nutrition. What you eat affects your brain. Your brain needs the right fuel to function properly. The food you eat directly affects your mental health, energy levels, and mood. Your gut and brain are connected. Scientists call this the gut-brain connection. About 90% of serotonin, the chemical that helps you feel happy, is actually produced in your gut. This means that if your gut is unhealthy, your mood will suffer. Foods that help mental health. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, lettuce, full of vitamins that help brain function. Fatty fish, salmon, tuna, sardines. Rich in omega-3, which improves mood and reduces anxiety. Nuts and seeds, walnuts, almonds, sunflower seeds. High in magnesium, which calms the nervous system. Probiotics, yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut. Improve gut health and serotonin production. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, packed with antioxidants that protect the brain. Foods that make anxiety and depression worse. Sugar causes energy crashes and increases mood swings. Processed foods, Highly processed foods, like fast food and packaged snacks, can cause inflammation, which affects brain function. Too much caffeine increases anxiety and disrupts sleep. Alcohol can make depression and anxiety worse over time. Simple changes to improve your diet. Eat more real, whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins. Drink plenty of water. Dehydration can cause fatigue and mood changes. Reduce sugar and processed foods. This can stabilize mood and energy levels. Add probiotic foods to improve gut health and serotonin production. A healthy diet doesn't just affect your body, it changes how your brain feels. 3. Sleep. The secret weapon for mental health. Sleep is one of the most important factors for mental health. When you don't get enough sleep, your brain struggles to function properly. Lack of sleep increases cortisol, the stress hormone, making anxiety worse. It also lowers dopamine and serotonin, leading to depression and fatigue, signs that poor sleep is affecting your mental health, feeling irritable, stressed, or emotional for no reason. Having brain fog and difficulty focusing, feeling exhausted even after sleeping for hours, increased anxiety and negative thoughts. How to improve sleep for better mental health. Stick to a sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid screens before bed. The blue light from phones and computers affects your brain's sleep cycle. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. Your brain needs the right environment for deep sleep. Limit caffeine and sugar in the evening. These can keep you awake and restless. Create a bedtime routine. Reading, stretching, or deep breathing can help relax your mind. Even small improvements in sleep can have a huge impact on how you feel every day. 4. Stress management. How to calm your mind. Stress is a normal part of life, but too much stress can damage mental health. Learning to manage stress reduces anxiety, improves mood, and helps your brain function better. Simple ways to reduce stress. Deep breathing exercises. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Meditation. Even 5 minutes a day can calm your nervous system. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts helps clear your mind. Spending time in nature, being outdoors, reduces stress hormones. Limiting social media. Too much screen time can increase anxiety and negative thinking. When you control stress, you protect your mental health. 5. Social connection. You don't have to do it alone. Humans are wired for connection. Even if you're an introvert, having supportive relationships is essential for mental health. Studies show that people with strong social connections are happier, less stressed, and live longer. Ways to strengthen your social connections. Spend time with family and friends who make you feel safe and valued. Join a group, club, or community, online or in person. Talk to someone if you're struggling. You don't have to go through it alone. Practice acts of kindness. Helping others can improve your own mood. Even small moments of connection, like a text message, a smile, or a short conversation, can boost dopamine and serotonin. Mental health isn't just about what happens in your mind, it's about your daily habits. Here's a quick recap of the most important lifestyle changes for mental health. 1. Exercise. Move your body every day to boost serotonin and dopamine. 2. Eat brain-healthy foods. Reduce sugar and processed foods. Eat more real food. 3. Get quality sleep. Your brain needs deep rest to function properly. 4. Manage stress. Use breathing, journaling, and relaxation techniques. 5. Stay connected. Social support is key for mental well-being. These are simple but powerful changes that can help rewire your brain and improve your mood. Now that we've covered how lifestyle affects mental health, let's move to the final section. Real-life success stories and how to create a plan for lasting change. Section 4. Real-life success stories and final takeaway. We have talked about how anxiety and depression affect your brain, how to rewire your thoughts, and how lifestyle changes can help improve mental health. Now, it's time to see real-life proof that healing is possible. Many people believe they are stuck with anxiety or depression forever, but that is not true. Your brain can change, your mind can heal. In this section, we will explore real stories of people who suffered from anxiety, depression, and stress, but overcame them by making simple changes. These stories show that you are not alone and that with the right steps, you can improve your mental health too. Let's begin. 1. Jim Carrey, the comedian who fought depression and won. Jim Carrey is one of the most famous comedians in the world. He made millions of people laugh, but few knew that he was suffering from severe depression. Even at the height of his career, he felt empty, hopeless, and lost. He described his depression as a constant sadness that wouldn't go away. One day, he had a realization. Depression is your body saying, "I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world." Jim Carrey realized that his depression was a sign that he needed change. So, he made important shifts in his life. He started practicing gratitude. Every day he wrote down things he was thankful for. This helped him shift his focus from what was wrong to what was good. He improved his lifestyle. He focused on eating healthier, getting exercise, and spending time in nature. He changed his mindset. He stopped identifying with negative thoughts and started seeing them as temporary experiences. Over time, he transformed his mental health. His story proves that even the most successful people struggle, but healing is possible. 2. John, the soldier who rewired his brain. After trauma, John was a soldier in the U.S. Army. He served in dangerous situations for many years, experiencing life-threatening moments and losing close friends. When he returned home, he was not the same. He suffered from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, which gave him flashbacks of war, severe anxiety, trouble sleeping because of nightmares. He felt trapped in his mind. Every little noise made him feel like he was back in a war zone. He avoided people. He couldn't relax. At first, John believed he would never recover. But then he learned about neuroplasticity, the science of rewiring the brain. He started using 3 key techniques. 1. Mindfulness and deep breathing. Every time he felt anxious, he took slow, deep breaths to calm his nervous system. 2. Exercise. He started running and lifting weights. This reduced his stress and gave him a sense of control. 3. Journaling. He wrote about his emotions instead of suppressing them. At first, nothing changed, but after months of consistency, his brain started healing. His flashbacks became less frequent. His anxiety became manageable. He began feeling like himself again. John's story shows that even the deepest mental wounds can heal with time and effort. 3. Sarah, the woman who cured her anxiety. Through sleep and nutrition, Sarah was 32 years old and had struggled with severe anxiety since childhood. She had panic attacks that came out of nowhere. She felt nervous all the time. She had trouble sleeping, which made everything worse. She had tried therapy, medication, and relaxation techniques, but nothing seemed to work. Then she decided to focus on 2 simple things: sleep and diet. She started making small but powerful changes. She committed to 8 hours of sleep every night. She removed sugar, processed foods, and caffeine from her diet. She started eating brain-healthy foods like fish, nuts, and leafy greens. At first, she didn't notice a big difference, but after 3 weeks, her anxiety became less intense. After 2 months, her panic attacks had almost disappeared. She realized that poor sleep and unhealthy food were fueling her anxiety. Once she fixed them, her brain had the energy to heal. Her story shows that sometimes the simplest changes can have the biggest impact on mental health. 4. Mike, the student who beat depression with gratitude and social connection. Mike was a college student who felt completely alone. He struggled with low self-esteem. He felt like no one cared about him. He often had dark thoughts and felt hopeless. One day, he read about the power of gratitude and social connection. He decided to test these ideas. He committed to 2 new habits. 1. Every morning, he wrote down 3 things he was grateful for. 2. He made an effort to talk to 1 new person every day. At first, it felt uncomfortable, but after a few weeks, he noticed something surprising. His mind started changing. Instead of thinking, "I am alone," he realized, "I am building new friendships." Instead of thinking, "Nothing good happens to me," he saw, "There are small joys in every day." Over time, these small habits lifted his depression. His story shows that sometimes the best way to heal is by changing what you focus on. If there is one thing to remember from this video, it's this: you are not broken. Your brain can change. Healing is possible. Every person in these stories felt trapped by their thoughts and emotions. They believed they were stuck forever, but by taking small steps, they rewired their minds and changed their lives. Quick recap of the key lessons. 1. Your brain is not fixed. Neuroplasticity means you can rewire your thoughts, emotions, and habits. 2. Mindfulness and breathing calm anxiety. Simple deep breathing exercises reduce stress. 3. Exercise and movement boost mood. Moving your body helps balance brain chemicals. 4. Sleep and diet affect mental health. Poor sleep and unhealthy food can make anxiety and depression worse. 5. Gratitude rewires your brain. Focusing on what is good shifts your mental state. 6. Social connection is key. Even small interactions can improve mental well-being. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but if you take one small step every day, you will notice changes. You don't need to do everything at once. Just choose one thing from this list and start today. Even in your darkest moments, remember, your brain can heal. You have more strength than you think. Keep going, keep learning, and never give up on yourself. This is just the beginning of your journey to better mental health. Keep moving forward. Now that you've learned the truth about anxiety, depression, and how to rewire your brain, it's time for the most important part, taking action. Watching this video is just the first step. Real change happens when you start applying these techniques to your daily life. So, here's my challenge for you. 1. Choose one small change today right now. Think about everything we covered. Which tip stood out to you the most? Will you try deep breathing to calm your mind? Will you start writing down 3 things you're grateful for every morning? Will you commit to moving your body for at least 10 minutes a day? Pick just one thing and start today. Small changes add up over time. 2. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience matters. Mental health is something we all go through, and by sharing, you help others realize they are not alone. Let me know in the comments, which part of this video helped you the most? Have you ever used any of these techniques? What worked for you? What is the biggest mental health challenge you face? Your story could inspire someone else who is struggling. 3. If this video helped you, share it. There are millions of people struggling with anxiety and depression. You never know who might need to hear this message. If you found this helpful, please share this video with a friend, a family member, or on social media. Sometimes one small act can change someone's life. Subscribe for more science-backed mental health tips. If you want to learn more about how to improve your mental health, build confidence, and rewire your brain, make sure to subscribe to Health 360 Pro. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We're here to give you science-backed strategies to help you live a healthier, happier life. No matter where you are right now, remember, your brain can heal, your mind can grow, and your life can get better. It won't happen overnight, but if you keep going, you will see results. Thank you for watching Health 360 Pro. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and take action today. See you in the next video.